And we're also hoping to bring our mascot, Winston, to a dog social. So we have a bit of a change in our schedule and doing the Plant for Fun in place of Cook for Fun. Let me just open a couple of things and get ourselves set up. It's a new setup today, as you can see from our background, compared to other streams. And so we're going to do some updates on our dashboard and also get our Streamlab up so that I can see you in the chat room clearly. Yeah. So we've got Plant for Fun today, and this is creative, and this is IRL instead of food. And if you're messaging, I'm so sorry, I don't have my chat bot up yet, but that will be up momentarily. So communities IRL. Yep. All right. Oh, I see there's a few viewers up online. Hello to you. Good morning and happy Sunday. And if you're new to the stream, this is not a typical stream. We are planting for fun today. I've often mentioned about how we like plants here, and I did do a bit of cuttings in November, so I'll let you see what those look like. It's been a few months since that happened, so I'm just opening up our Streamlab to get the chat bot showing. Yep. Okay, log in with Twitch, and you can see in the webcam I'm not in the most ergonomic position, so hopefully I'll get over this quickly. Chat box, and I'm also hoping our alerts can show up too, because I was having trouble with that. Okay, so we've got our chat box. I keep saying bot because I'm so used to the night bot. This is our chat bot widget, and I'll also get our alert box up in case there's any problems with that. Okay, great. So I will minimize the alert bot and minimize browser. All right, so our chat box is open. Okay, if you're new to this stream, the flags to our right and left represent countries that viewers have tuned in from since our show started. Wow, it's been over a year, in December 2016, so it's been 13 wonderful months. And every time a new viewer joins our chat room, I normally recognize or notice it's a new name, and I like to just find out where you're tuning in from. We are an international community, and we like to share international cooking tips. Hello, Dobla Dal. Good morning to you. How is the weather over where you are? I believe it's Germany. If I'm wrong, let me know. It's been it's been tricky for me to keep up, and it's regarding your question. Today is Plant for Fun. Yes, and we are, instead of featuring cooking, we are doing a bit of planting today. What I have here are a lot of spider plant cuttings that have rooted, been rooting for several months. Look at those wonderful roots that have grown. Yep. I do have a lovely spider plant here. I will bring it over. And while I have you close to us, Mr. Cook for Fun, grateful if you can bring the potting soil, which is in the laundry room. Thanks so much, and a pair of scissors. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'll show this off to you. Yes, time flies, Gunsmith, when you're cooking for fun or doing anything for fun. So look at that. Yep, we've got our handy Canadian flag here. So I know you can't see me. Okay, I'm kind of hiding behind the jungle here. This is our spider plant, and according to NASA, it's one of the plants that are excellent for producing oxygen, so it'll clean the air for you. And it's also good for people who have insomnia too. If you have one of these plants in your room, it helps purify the oxygen to help you breathe better and hopefully fall into a deeper slumber. And as you can see, Okay, I will hold this up and you can see that there's a lot of these shoots or saplings that are dangling. And these are all babies. And so I'm going to plant some of these. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back. I wonder if I can fit that. You know what? I found a new spot for it. So, because I do like to show it off in the stream. Greens are always really nice to showcase. So I'm going to put that over here. All right. And you can see a bit of that. I might shut off that webcam. I don't know if it's very useful to you, that webcam. So we'll see. I've got a bit of babies in front of me here. Actual plant babies. Okay. Maybe I'll have some saplings dangling on this side of the table. Okay. Hey, Dark Bendover, how's it going? Is it edible? Not that I know of, but I'm sure nothing negative will happen if I were to try to eat one. But unfortunately, I won't be trying that on stream because I want to keep these and I want them to grow. I don't want to consume them so that they're gone. So yeah, we've got some saplings here. You know what? Should I shut off that webcam? Maybe I will. Let's do that. Okay, so you can see some of these, and it's really proliferated. Tons and tons of saplings. So this plant has gone through quite a bit. I believe my husband has had this plant for approximately 5 or 6 years, and originally it was facing north, and it only had one of these shoots with saplings, but as you can see from when I held it up, there must have been easily 10 of these shoots, each with an average of 3 to 5 little saplings and shoots hanging off of them. You know what, maybe I can just tilt the camera. Yeah, you can see more. There, that's better, so you don't have to see more. There, because we're going to be working with that plant. I wanted to show off this money tree, but I think the highlight of today's stream is this, it's called the spider tree. It's got a more longer Latin name, but I think it's also known as the spider plant. Yes, not tree, spider plant. Yep, okay. So, let me show you what we've got here. Oh, I got it right! Yes! I used to be better at naming the countries, and I started to slip a bit, but you've been on our stream more than once, so just by repetition, I was able to remember that, because I think you had mentioned it the second time, like a couple times, so I was able to remember that. And Dark Bend Over, I believe you're from the UK, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so I have we have a few setups. So I already have some that were planted, and I want to actually plant all of these. That's what I want to do. Okay. So the first thing we do, okay, I'm going to start from scratch. So I'm actually going to combine. So these were in water, and I had them rooting. So yeah, I've never done one of these streams before on planting, so my fluidity or smoothness is a bit off, but we will improvise. Okay, so I start off with clean water. Let's throw this water out. Let's use this to water our other plants. You can't see that, it's blocked by the... Thank you, coffee's here. Oh, that's okay, you have that breakfast. I will have it after the stream. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mr. Cook4Fun cooked breakfast. Those roots look nice. What does it smell like? Maybe we can boil it in noodle soup. We have another joker too from UK. It's Wagga. Okay, I'm smelling the water, not the roots. Okay, so let's water the spider plant with this. Okay, all right. So what does a root smell like, really? I think it probably smells like cucumber, like just like a nice fresh smell, but it doesn't have a smell. But yes, those roots, I wonder if they're edible. Huh. Okay, so you start off by plucking a plant. So I guess I'm gonna go with something close to me. So you can see this branch here. You can't see because there's like a lot of background to like block it. This way, okay. So these are really, really large saplings or shoots and ready to plant. And I'm going to pluck just one of these, okay? I'll just go pluck, and it comes off easily, just like that. And I'm going to get some water here. I'm just going to stick it in water. And in around 1.5 weeks, we will get roots that are approximately 1 inch, okay? So that's our first step. And then, okay, right there. And I'll show you some that have developed. Oh, you're from New York. I got it wrong. Rye. R-Y-E. Is that the name of the city you're in, or the municipality? So here's one that has pre-rooted. It must have been rooting for over a month. Okay. So that's what happens when you leave it in water. And I just put it by the windowsill. If the windowsill is too cold, then I just put it on the table, somewhere where it won't get cold. Yeah, with indirect sunlight. Okay. We even have a baby here. Any advice for plants that are about to die? So every plant requires different TLC, tender loving care. Yeah, this plant, these spider plants are quite durable. I will explain. So if they're about to die, depends on the reason. Don't add more water. Usually overwatering will promote rotting of roots. It's often because of the sun exposure. Okay, so Rye is the name of your city. Okay, is it in northern? Is it northern part? Is it near Rochester or Buffalo? So is it near Canada, or are you closer to other borders? Yeah. So I'm just displaying other saplings that I've rooted. Okay. So this sapling is quite big, and you can see at the bottom here, it's got like a bulbous, I guess, nub at the bottom. And if I get lots of roots, I might actually subdivide it further. So I've got a knife here, but I don't know if I'll end up using it. What I've done, so this one here has a really, really, like the nub is really big and it grew a lot of roots, and I actually ended up subdividing it to make more plants out of it. just because I wanted to make as many as possible. And the reason why I have these little dollar store shot cups is that I like to give these away. So when we have guests, I typically give away 2 plants to them. I do, and I tell them that they have to transfer them into a bigger pot or a bigger planter, or even use a tin can. I used to use a small soup can. Before I do that, I would, at the bottom of the soup can, poke holes in it using a nail and just a hammer. Poke around 5 holes in it, and then get a larger, like a tomato can, and put the smaller can in the tomato can. The smaller can would contain a plant like this, and then I would get like a bigger can and put it inside so that there's holes at the bottom. If any water comes out, it would drain into the bigger one. I used to do that and take off the label, and it actually looks kind of fashionable. One time a coworker asked me where I bought these planters, and I said, these are just tin cans. So you can use that too if you don't want to buy any planters or pots. So, okay, Westchester. Okay, Westchester. What's the plant on your right? On my right. Is it a West Indian jasmine? On my right, okay, so my right is here, which is your left. This is a money tree. I'll just do a quick tilt. Money tree, look at that. Money tree. And on this side, this is the spider plant where we are transplanting all these babies. We'll try to get to as many as we can. Okay, so what I did was I waited. I think this growth reflects approximately a month worth of rooting. And then I took a knife and I sort of tried to look out for where the sprouting looks like they could be separate plants. And I just subdivided them. So I have these other smaller ones. I would never pluck the sapling off of the mother tree if it was this small. Unless if it falls off, that's fine. I will pick it up and root it. But some of these smaller ones, like here, these are tiny. I would never pluck that. But once I pluck a big one, and if it were to root a lot, and like here, this actually looks like one plant just from the way it's opening up. But sometimes I'll find one. I'll find another one. Sometimes they look more like multiple plants just by the way the roots are opening up. Or I'll just sort of see how the roots develop and how it grows to see if they could possibly be separate plants before I splice them apart. I don't know if I have any there conveniently here. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a really, really good one. Okay. Let's take this one. It's actually not coming off, which means it's not ready. Okay. It should come off with ease. If it's kind of tight, it sort of wants to stay on. Okay, but I'll find one. I always do. This looks like a multiple. Let's see if it comes off easily. Oh, here we go. So this plant here, like if I show you close up, the nubs, I'm gonna call it a nub because there's no roots there. This looks like multiple plants. Like you can see there's all this twisting going on. Let's see if I can separate them. Like you can, yeah, okay, that helps show you more clearly. You can see that there's probably different plants. I wouldn't splice them now. I don't think it's strong enough, but I would stick that in water. Put that in water, and once the root system develops, then I will sort of separate them with a knife. People would sterilize them, but so that's our first step, is to put in water, and we let that sort of sit there. After a week, you start to see roots, but I like to keep it longer. You can keep it forever. Actually, I don't know if you can keep it forever, but I've seen people who they just leave it in water. They don't have soil, so they don't transplant it. I had some coworkers who just didn't have soil, so they kept it in a cup. And so it grows, like this is around 1 month of roots, and I spliced them apart. The main node folded and all the other plants are pretty bad now. I don't think water or sun was the problem. Okay, what kind of plant was that? The main node folded and all other plants are pretty bad now. I don't think. Okay, you could take a photo of it and try to do an image search, or just sometimes if there's a flower, you can try to do a Google search and describe the flower. You can do a general search for houseplant to see what some common houseplants are, and try to match the image. Yeah. What else? So this spider plant is probably one of the more popular houseplants because it's so durable. You don't really have to do much care. If yours, if you don't think sun or water was a problem, it sounds like it's a very sensitive plant. So most plants don't have to be watered daily. Most houseplants will survive off of watering it once a week. I know the money tree, you can sort of leave it. And the money tree and the spider plant could be left a month without watering. It won't really start to dry. It will dry, but it won't really die. It still can come back to good health. Yeah. Herbaceous. I can't read that. Herbaceous dies. I'm not sure what that plant is. And in different countries, depending where we're tuning in from, the different plants are common. Yeah. Okay. But if you post a photo, or on Twitter, we might be able to figure out what this is and diagnose it for you. I had trouble with this plant. This is a money tree, and my problem was I watered it a lot. When I first started growing plants, I would water them every day. I thought they needed lots of water, but actually too much water isn't good for it, and too much sun isn't good for it. It's very picky. It takes indirect sunlight. So we sort of put it by the wall, and it gets the sunshine from the backyard and the windows, but it's not right beside the sun, and it starts to turn yellow. I'm just going to see how bright it is because I want to, it was very bright before. It's too bright. Okay, I need a bit of background so that, maybe I'll do this. Okay, that's better. Yeah, okay, it's not, okay. Okay, so we have planted, we put this in water. Okay, now we're going to decide which ones we're going to transplant. I think the ones with the long roots, we're going to do that. And we've got 17 of these. I also have, and I'm going to bring it around, some Christmas cactus cuttings that we'll plant as well. We've got this Got soil here, potting soil. Okay. All right. Okay. Herbaceous. I can't read that. Herbaceous. Yeah, there's some plants that don't last long. We have a couple of cactuses in our planter. Our planter's hiding behind the spider plant. That they just didn't survive. But I also think we didn't care for it properly because we put it, the planter is housing a variety of cactus plants and I think they require different treatment, but we treat them all the same in the same planter. We water them at the same time. Do you remember plants with flowers you bought? After the flowers are gone, they never have flowers again and done to die. So I haven't worked with a plant like that. What we have here are cuttings from a Christmas plant, a Christmas cactus. It's also known as, the reason it's called a Christmas cactus is that I'm going to be really careful. I don't want to rip any roots that have formed. I don't know if you can see some roots at the bottom of the jar. Okay, be really, really careful. They flower, they're called Christmas cactus because they tend to flower during Christmas. And there's Thanksgiving cactus, which tend to flower during Thanksgiving. So I'll give you a close-up. I'm just going to get these out and I'm going to decide which ones are going to get planted into soil today, no matter how much sunlight you give it. So some plants don't like too much sun, but most plants require some form of sunlight. Indirect sunshine. I know bamboo doesn't like too much sun. It generally grows well in shade, but it needs some sun. Okay, so yeah, it's really dark. It's really dark. Maybe I'll turn on some artificial light. 1 second. I have to move this. Okay. I'm right behind you. Walk this way. Okay. Some water. I turned on the pot lights above us. Okay, so we've got, I'll count this again. 5, 10. Oh, we've got 18 of these cups. Okay. Ah! That's not good. I have to grab a towel. Okay. Oops. This isn't a setup I'm used to. Okay. Marula. It's an African fruit that makes you drunk. Can use it in. I don't know that. Marula. Okay. So I'm going to look those up after the stream. Herbaceous and marula. That's interesting. So the fruit naturally produces a natural alcohol. And that means there might be some fermentation that happens. I did save that. Can I paste a link here with a photo of this? Sure. Yes. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we have 18 little planters or little shot cups. And this is not a permanent solution. This is for giving away to people. We like to give away plants. Okay. So I'm going to show you a close-up of some of these Christmas cactuses. if you do a search for Christmas cactus, you'll see that this is a very beautiful plant. And it takes a long time to grow. It's not as, I would say, as fun as a spider plant. That in 1 year, one of these baby spider plants can start to produce more babies. So it's very, it grows fast and it's fun. Yeah, and it's also, according to NASA, it's a very good plant for generating oxygen. Okay, so this Christmas plant, what it will look like is a bunch of these branches, and it will grow out and open outwards like that. It will grow, and the ends will eventually form. Oh, these are sticking together. I wonder why. Will form these buds, and they flower so beautifully. You'll get this nice fuchsia and pink flower, almost like tiger lily, almost, not quite, more bright. And every single one of these will flower at the end. So when your plant has produced, so my parents' plant is bigger. I didn't bring it over because it's at their place, but their plant is around this big. There must be, I'm gonna guess, like 100 of these branches that have grown out, and they all flower, and they don't flower exactly all at once. So I think one half of their plant flowered and died in December, and the other half of the plant has full blooms on each of its branches, and it just looks beautiful. I wish I had a picture to show you that. So they're quite nice. So I'm going to pick the ones that have rooted nicely. And by the way, this is around 2 months of rooting. So it's not a fun plant if you're a beginner. Yeah, but these are beautiful plants. So I'm just going to separate them out where you can see them and decide which ones I'm going to put back in the water and which ones we will transplant. So we've got, you can't see really clearly. We've got these ugly shovels in your way. Okay, herbaceous. It's just a lot of plants that die when season ends. Okay. Let me try to reflex, yes, because these are one of our nicer cups. It's that brand DeLonghi, that coffee maker brand DeLonghi. So, yep, I broke one in the past. Okay, got this wet cloth. Hang it off camera to sort of dry. Okay. Okay, let me take a look at that image. Okay, so I have to go to my chat room to see that. So I think our night bots might be going off and writing the incorrect information. Oh, it's not showing history, so I'll have to separately do that. Maybe I'll turn off my night bots. I don't know, or should I not bother? I'm going to mislead everyone though into thinking that we are cooking last week's menu, which was, I'm having trouble opening my Chrome. Why is that? Hey, open up. I don't know. Okay, I wish I could fix my Nightbot. It's gonna be showing the wrong information. I'll send a text message to Mr. Cook4fun. Okay. All right. Okay, so line these up. We have a bunch of these roots that tangled because they were sharing a cramped environment in the jar. Some of these, yeah, have quite a few roots that came out. They're definitely not as long as these spider plant roots. Yeah. And the Christmas cactus has been rooting for much, much longer. Some of these are tangled. I'll have to like loosen them carefully, maybe in water. Okay. Okay. We have a lot of these. My mom cut a big branch off, so the branch will further branch more. Like, yeah, they don't all look, for the purpose of rooting, I have these single branches, but they actually start to fork and form more branches. And these cuttings contain, I think the general rule is don't do more than five sections, because then the plant is spending too much energy trying to feed itself when it should be spending energy to root instead. Okay. These are like tangled, so I'll shake them out. We have a node that just rotted, so that's no good. Hey Winston, how's it going? Do you want to go poo-poo? You want to go out and poo-poo? We'll see. Okay. We have a lot of, wow, we have a lot of cuttings here. What's up, little babe? You want to go out? It's cold. I can let you out. All right, let's let you out. Okay, let's get you out. Okay. Hey. And he will just scratch on the door when he wants to come back in. Okay, so we separated them. Okay. So I have to decide which ones go back in water, and we will change the water later. Yeah, okay. All right, so no roots going back in the water. It might not even survive. Actually, I will gather them and put them in at once so that, okay, no roots. No roots. I know you don't have a really good close-up view. No roots, or really small roots. No roots. No roots. Actually, this one has some roots. No roots. Gather them first. This one. Okay, I'll let that root more. This one's dying. No roots. Very little roots. We have a lot that we can potentially plant, but we won't be able to plant them all. Okay. I'll just have to decide which ones we will plant. Okay, so let's plant
What do you need help with?
Nightbot. Do you know what that plant he posted is? So I can't see it on my chat because it doesn't show history. I'll actually have to go on the computer to check. Oh, Mr. Cook for Fun, you can take my phone so you can use the Authy, and if you can turn off the Nightbots because I'm not doing any cooking, or if you want you can change them to Plant4fun, but you don't have to. Okay, so I'm so lucky Mr. Cook for Fun is helping. to get this production, this getting all the technology sorted. I'm having trouble opening Chrome. I don't know why. It must be open somewhere if I was able to. Yeah, unless it's in another desktop one, maybe? Could be in desktop one. No, there's nothing here. I'm using a Mac. So I don't know where my browser is. It won't open. Otherwise, oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm in the Cook for Fun channel, and I can go to, I can look at the chat history. Oh, right there. Okay, it's a little, yeah, the Nightbot. Okay, I can fix the Nightbot too. Okay. You can tell the computer's kind of far from me. Okay, so let's disable our menu. Disable it. Disable. Okay, I just have to disable the menu. And then the timer, the commands, custom, I will, oh, okay, I can't disable them. I have to just delete them. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, I don't need to bother with the commands because, okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. I kept the social link, the emotes, and the viewers request. I'll disable that. I'll keep it on. Okay, good. And let's check out that posting too in the chat room. Okay, it's not showing history. Feedback. How do I get that? Okay, let me. Oh, that's Mr. Winston. Okay. Come on back in. Okay. All right, I'll have to cut and paste that over to a browser. I wonder if I can do that just from the Streamlab. Yep. It's all right. Command C. Mac is so different from Windows. Command C. Okay. I like my Control C. Okay, what is that? Interesting. And what direction is it facing? And one other thing is there could be a bug. There could be a disease. So we found that our orchid had this white white stuff growing on the leaves, and we spray it with another chemical to kill it. Okay, got it. So what is that? Okay. I'll ask Mr. C to check it out. Yeah. But I don't have, he took my phone, so I can't message him. So maybe he's watching, maybe he's not. Okay. What is that? I'll try to figure that out after the show. You can do an image search. There's a website called TinEye, T-I-N. Let me see if I can paste that into our chat room. We can do it. You want to go out again? Oh no. Winston is sitting on the heater, the vent, because it's nice and warm. TinEye search. Oh, maybe I can post that JPEG. Command C and to image search. And maybe like something close will come. Command V. Okay. So I just did a reverse image search. 0 results. What is that plant? Okay, we'll try to figure that out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry though, I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Yeah. Okay. So I'm getting some plants that have good roots. Even if they don't have long roots, you can still transplant them. A lot of people actually don't root them in water for the Christmas cactus. A lot of people put them in soil, but I like rooting in water. That way you can see the roots. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. Okay, I think that's good. 9 plants, and yeah, so 18. So 9 Christmas cactuses and 9 spider plants to grow. I'm just gonna trade for any that have short roots. I think we're good. Okay, let's see this one. Yeah, replace with that. Okay, so the rest of these are gonna go back in the jar. I'm just If you do a search for Christmas cactus, you'll see how beautiful this plant is, but it only blossoms around Christmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll take one out. This one. Okay. I'll have to buy more of these dollar store plastic cups. I like them because I like the red. Kind of looks nice, the red. So that's why I got those. I was actually right beside the dollar store too yesterday, so I didn't think I would be doing a Plant for Fun stream today, but decided to. We were going to make this Asian dessert called glutinous rice balls. Glutinous rice balls dipped in sesame powder. But I just had this desire to plant for fun because I give these plants away and I only have 3 left. And so what if I have more people come over? I want to have a plant to give them. Okay, so I've taken out 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got more plants that I didn't put in the water. Okay, I'll put them in these other jars. Okay. All right. And then I'll get 9 of these spider plants to... It looks like tomato. It does look like tomato. Yeah. It's possible. Okay, so these have plenty of roots, so I'll just get another 9 of these. They've got these little baby ones. They're not dead, but they haven't rooted as much, so let's put those back in. So I have to keep a good count. 1, 2, 3. I have this Thai basil. I had Vietnamese noodle a few days ago, and they served Thai basil to put in our dish, and I kept the stem and I brought it home, and I cut the end on an angle so that it would expose the stem system, and I'm rooting it, and it works. I've done it a few times, and we actually have a Thai basil plant here. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, right here. We have a Thai basil plant. This is Thai basil. It's in the jungle. There's so this here is a Thai basil. Yeah. So. All right. Whoa, the fly trap has caught a lot of flies. Wow, that's disgusting. I'll show that to you. It's so gross. It caught all these flies. We only put that in yesterday. Caught all that. I can ask in Reddit. They have a section for this. Unfortunately, I can ask the person who gave it to me. I can't. Is it the same we put in Capri's salad? Caprese salad. I think you put Italian basil in that. Yeah, we have that too. Actually, our Italian basil growing a lot better. It's this. This goes in caprese salad. Yeah. And the planter has to be deep. We previously had these in small planters, like just containers, and they didn't really grow that well. But after we transplanted, oh, a leaf fell off, like the basil. This is not a, it's got a bit of dryness. It's not the best leaf that fell off, but yeah. Oh, that was a Thai basil. That wasn't. But anyways, the ones I showed you, those were Italian basil. And after we transferred it into a deeper planter, it's growing better. So I think the root system needs to spread and go lower. It needs to anchor more soil to improve. It does well in the garden, but we didn't. We wanted an indoor herb garden so that we can have herbs all year round. Okay, so I'm gonna get 6 more of these spider plants. But yeah, if you ever have a Vietnamese noodle and they give out these basil, you can bring it home and root it. Okay, we've got some more. Look at these beautiful roots. So, ooh, okay. So this plant here, you can see, I don't know if you can see, it looks like multiple plants, like there's different branches going up. So this is one I would definitely subdivide. I would subdivide this. So let's put that aside to subdivide later. Okay, so this is gonna get subdivided later. Trying to stretch out our plant, get more plants out of our saplings. These babies, this baby needs to root more. Okay, and so I need 6 more of these. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 4 more plants. This is, yeah, I can grow this. Okay, 6, 3 more plants. And then I have to buy some more dollar store cups. 1. I want to get something that has outgrown the water. 2, 3. This looks like a couple of plants too, so we can splice that. Yeah, so I can splice that later. I wonder if I can splice any more. Nope. And after I cut it, I just put it in water. And it doesn't die. It's very, very durable. What do you use those basils for? Omelet, spring roll? The Thai basil, I use it for spring roll. Yeah. And noodle soup. Like, yeah. It's, let me taste one again. It's got a slight lemongrass smell to it. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a lot of, maybe I can shift this so you can see. Whoops. Okay, I'll just move the plants there. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take, okay, nervous. I've never done one of these streams before. Take our cups. It's nice to give plants to people, and when they have kids, they get excited because it's an experiment for them to grow a plant. Okay, wow, that's a lot of cups. Okay, and we have a big bag of soil. I'll raise it up a bit, but it's heavy. Yeah, it's just regular potting soil. I think you can buy more expensive soil that's designed for transplanting. It's got more nutrients and stuff. I'm pretty thrifty, so I'm just using regular potting soil. And cactuses have their own type of soil too. I'm just going to use regular potting soil. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And this sapling is sort of in my way. I'll just shift it. Okay, great. So I'm just going to cut a hole. This is a brand new bag. It was in the garage and it was frozen. I had it thawing in our laundry room. So, okay, so I'm just going to fill it with soil. I'm going to top it up because there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space between like the grains, and once I add water to it, it's going to get compact. You know what? Okay, I'm going to do something else. Okay, I think I need to make use of our little tray here to contain the mess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put our root in here, and then I'm going to fill it so that the root is already in the planter. You can't see, but I'm just scooping the soil in. I brought gloves, but hey, I'm gonna just use my hands. Okay. And that's it. That's it. Just scoop it in. And I'm going to put them all in the tray and just water them at once. That'll be fastest. I am gonna grab some. I was gonna grab some newspaper to line the floor because of all the soil that's going to fall on the floor, but that's okay. It'll be easy to sweep. Okay, you'd eat them, huh? Yeah. What plants have you eaten? Look at this root system. It's really, really nice. Whoever gets this plant will have to transplant it quickly. When the roots start to outgrow the planter, you can actually pull the plant out and you can see the roots encasing the soil. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's happened to me before. So I might not center them perfectly. I just want to encircle the roots in the planter. Yeah, so I'll just fill soil in it. That's it. So I've got 9 of these to do for the spider plant. Then I'll water them up and show you how I splice or subdivide the other spider plants that I felt had potential to turn into more plants. So you can imagine one of these little plants can turn into this large mother plant. Do you have anything cactus with you? So this is Christmas cactus, and I do. Behind this spider plant, which I can show you at the end of our stream, we have a planter that's full of cactus plants. Well, we have another cactus plant, but it's up in Mr. Cook for Fun's computer room. Okay, this goes here. Okay, I'm gonna dump this back in and put a plant in. Yeah. No, you can't see all this. Okay. after I fill this, I'm going to water it, then take them out and fill it again because I don't have multiple trays like this. And this is just a styrofoam tray. I think I bought meat from the grocery store. I think I bought fish balls, or I might have bought beef tripe and it came with this. So this is free. I didn't buy it. Yeah. It's good to use store-bought potting soil rather than taking soil from your garden to pot, because it will probably contain, it will attract bugs, I find, when it's from the outside. Yeah, and you don't want your new plants starting with any diseases. So those fly traps, the reason we have them is there are lots of these, I think they're gnats. They're spelled G-N-A-T. They are populating in our planters. And I think it's because in the summer, I took our planters outside. I thought the herbs needed more sunshine, which they do. But then it attracted bugs from outside. And so they've sort of made this planter their home, and they grow fast. They populate quickly, and we're trying to get rid of them. So we bought those sticky fly traps. I think they're attracted to the yellow color once they land on there. They're like mouse traps. They can't break free. It's pretty sad. There's a lot of them. And I ordered some sticky traps. We bought them from, I think, Home Depot, which is a major home improvement chain in North America. And it comes with a limited amount of those yellow sticky things, but ooh, that's disgusting. It's so disgusting. Look at all those flies stuck there. I ordered some of these sticky things, just the yellow sticky things, from China yesterday. So they should come within a month, and very, very cheap, like $3 for like tons of it. Hey, this is Plant4fun today. Yep, and we are transplanting some spider plants. So I like to give away these to guests that come over. These are shot cups. They are dollar store shot cups, plastic shot glasses, but they're cups, and I use them to plant for fun. So we're transplanting 9 of these spider plants. Then we're going to transplant 9 Christmas cactuses. I tend to overflow them because once we water them, they will compress. Yep, so I've got 2 more of these, then we'll water them. And then we will move on to Christmas cactuses. And take off some dead leaves. Let's put them aside, okay. Speaking of partying, tonight is the Super Bowl. Is anyone here going to watch the Super Bowl? We're actually not into it, but I asked Mr. Cook for Fun just in case he wanted to party, if he wanted to have wings or some party food tonight. But yeah, we're not. We're treating this like any other day. Yeah. I'm packing everything last minute. Moving truck arrives. Oh, where are you headed to? Yeah, are you staying in Singapore? Or are you moving somewhere? Or just changing homes? Yeah. Wow, so that's busy. I can't say I envy you. Packing's one of the more stressful things. At least for me it is. There's just so much detail, and you kind of want to stay organized so that you know how to unpack. Unpacking's a chore too. It takes a while to unpack and settle into the new place, I find. Yeah. Some things stay in their boxes for a while. Yeah. So, So we're doing our last spider plant, and we'll water these. Yeah. You're changing a new apartment, closer to work and cheaper. Well, that's good. It's always nice to get cheaper real estate, and to be close to work, that's convenient. So it's actually been almost 1 year anniversary for you, maybe like 11 months or 11 or 10 and a half months for you. Yeah, how do you feel if you were to reflect upon everything that you've been through since that big move to Singapore? Yeah. All right. So we've transplanted 9 of these plants. Okay. These ones were already planted, so they're gonna be off to the side. And I'll just get our water here. I'm gonna use this little mini cup and just water them. Yeah, I'm gonna do it carefully. Don't want to make a mess. I overfilled with the soil so that since I knew that there's spaces between, and you can put lots of water because it's being transplanted for the first time, but then after that, once a week is fine to water them. This plant is very durable. You can forget about it and it'll still be alive. And the good thing is that it purifies the air. So yeah, we'll just I actually want to give you a better view. Our webcam is a little bit too far. If I turn it on, you'll see it doesn't show very much detail. So I shut off the webcam. Just watering. When you're working with plants, it's good to line your workstation with newspaper or do this outdoors. It's just that it's a little too cold for us to do this outdoors. It's really cold right now in the Toronto area of Canada. Oh, that's true. Throwing things away. Yeah, some pre-spring cleaning yeah. Okay, so one by one, I'll just take these out and put them off to the side. I'll make sure I put them near the newspaper because these are messy. They're messy all around as well. Okay. I'll move this so we're gonna plant the Christmas cactus now. Ooh, so there's lots of extra, or overwatered some. Whoa, you moved 4 times. That's hard. That's a lot. That's a lot. So much work. And you get really tired from all the lifting. Yeah. I don't envy you. I don't, but moving is a necessity. Okay. So behind this, we've got all these plants there. Look at that. Yeah, I'm sort of covering you. Okay. All right, so let's do the same for the Christmas cactus. I'll just hold them up against the side and fill it with soil, one by one. So they won't be centered, but that's okay. Yeah. If we can center them, that's nice, but the roots will adapt to its new environment. Yep. Okay. interesting. There was some rooting happening. Like in between the plants. Like you can see in the middle there's roots. So maybe I'll take another one. This will need a bigger cup. I'll take another one with roots. Okay. Switch it up. Okay. I moved twice in 1 year. Yeah. That was actually in 2006. And we found that hard. So we actually did some work to our second place. We painted the stairs. We stained them, and that took a long time. We had to sand it down. That took long. Sanding the railings because they're round took really, really long. Yeah, but we got through it. We painted them cherry red and espresso. I think the treads were cherry red and the risers were espresso. So it looked really, really good. Okay. These look boring because they're just one branch. I don't even know when it's going to grow multiple branches because it's supposed to almost grow like a spider plant. I've got 5 more of these. So you can see that this plant branched off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're down to the last 3, then we'll water them. Then I will splice one of those spider plants. Yeah. I can do a mukbang too, social eating, because I have breakfast on the other side of this, the other side of the computer monitor, the laptop. Yeah. It's cold. My breakfast is cold. Okay, 2 more. Then we'll water them. Top them up with lots of soil, as you can see. Okay, 1 more, and I've got really dirty fingers. All right, okay. Okay, great. Now, water them. got some water overflowing from some of the other ones we planted. So just add water to it. And it starts to sink when I add water because there's a lot of air between the soil grains. Ooh, I might need to add some more soil to some of these. Okay. All right. Great. Ooh, lots of water here. All right, okay, now let's water. I'm gonna have to borrow one of these jars. So I will transplant for watering. Okay, so let's I can pack the soil down with my fingers first and then water it. Get some more water. Okay, great. So we have watered these. Okay, so I can show you. Now we've got plants. All right. So let's move this. Where can we move it to? Put it on the floor. It's kind of dirty. Move it to here, to my side. And we're going to splice a plant. So let's see which one that was. I felt. Good morning. Yes, we are planting for fun today. Trying something different. And I also wanted to get Winston to a dog social. By 12:30, he's been really cooped up indoors this winter, and he's such a good dog. Yeah, I just felt like he has to do something fun. We're not really, it's too cold to take him out, so we'll bring him to a dog social that's indoors, other dogs to play with. Okay, so here we can see that this sapling appears to have multiple plants just from the way that the leaves are growing outwards. So I'm going to use a knife and subdivide it. Same with this one. This appears to have 4 plants, so I'm going to subdivide it. Okay, and I'm just going to sort of, under each plant, I'm just going to follow where the roots are. I might not be perfect. I'll just try my best. I'm going to end up damaging something, but I find this plant is so strong, this spider plant, that even when I sort of splice some of the roots, it can still survive. So I'm going to divide that into 2 plants. I think one side doesn't even have, just has this like thin root for this plant, just a thin root, and then this plant here has like a longer root. So I'll just cut that. I didn't even sterilize. It's so durable, this plant. I'm just gonna subdivide it there and just put it back in water and let it continue to root and recover from that cutting. Okay, I'll just put that in water as well. And this one has 4 separate plants, so it's, to be honest, it's pretty, the root system's pretty tangled, but I'll try my best to make sure each of these plants have some roots under it and attempt to grow. So my webcam can't really show a close-up, otherwise I would show you exactly where I'm splicing. I'm just, in a way, I'm winging this, really. I'm not a professional, but I've seen this done online, and I've done it before to pretty much stretch out these plants. Try to make more plants out of these. I just love giving away plants to people, so it's fun, especially when they have kids. They're like excited to grow a plant. It's a lot of fun. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna try to loosen one. You can't see close up, but oops, okay, so I cut one off. Let's put that in water. Okay, then try to find another one to loosen. I think I've got 2 or 3 more. Okay. Okay, I'm just cutting it. Wow, this little piece has lots of roots. I probably stole some roots from the other plant, so that's definitely going to survive. And I don't know if I might be able to force this into 2 plants. No, I don't think I could. I'll leave that. I could. Okay, let me try. Okay, they're pretty small, but I think, yeah, as long as it's connected to roots, I think it could survive. Okay, I turned it into extra plants. All right, and let's put that in a cup of water. Okay, I need to pour some water into, fill them up. That's it. I'm gonna wash my hands. So I showed you, so I plucked a couple of saplings off of the mother plant. Okay, so these don't have roots yet. Where's the Serbian flag? Hello, Guardian 3457. Are you from Serbia? These flags represent countries that viewers have tuned in from since our show started in December 2016. And I always ask viewers what country they're tuning in from. And once we have a new country to represent, I place the flag on. So if you're from Serbia, I will put Serbia up there. And welcome to Cook for Fun TV. And we are a cooking channel, but today we are planting instead. So we just planted 18 plants, 9 spider plants, okay? 9 spider plants and 9 Christmas cactuses. Yep, I like to give out plants to people as presents, like, I guess, when they come over, I like to have them take plants with them. And we were running low on these plants. We had 3 left, so I thought I needed to make some more. So we've got 18 plants. So that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna try to find some sort of a tray or box for those other 9 and then clean up here. And we can do if you guys are still around, I can do a mukbang. I've got breakfast waiting for me. Mr. Cook for Fun made it, so I'll be back. Yeah, we were just transplanting from this mother plant. I'll give you a close-up view. Okay. All right, we found another tray to put these other plants in. Okay. So we planted 19 plants today. Hey, Ilokara. Awesome. These are not herbs. They're actually just a house plant. I'll give you a close-up view once I've cleared the table a bit. Yeah. It's really been doing well in this new house. How did so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. So I have 3 extra plants. I'll try to squeeze them in. I squish this in somewhere. Okay. So there we go. Do you have a ficus? I don't know what that is. What is ficus? All right. So let's make some room here. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Doblab. And thanks for supporting Cook for Fun TV, which is Plant4fun today. I really appreciate it, all the way from Germany. Awesome. Okay. Make some room here. I even brought shovels, but I didn't need them. I used my hands. I even brought gloves, but I didn't use them. I just used my hands and got them dirty. So we're clearing this space. Then I'll show you the mother plant. Yeah, they do have lots of babies, and they're great. According to NASA, they provide a lot of oxygen. They help really purify the air. So plants are very good for us, and I encourage you to have a houseplant if you don't have one. If you were closer, I'd give you some. I give them away to people, and it's always fun, especially when they have kids. The kids love to get a new plant. Okay, we cleaned up the table. It's still got some little particles. That's okay. I'm gonna rinse my hands. I'll be back. Make sure you can see these. Have something to look at. You might hear me. Okay. This spider plant is such a good beginner's plant to work with because it's just so durable. I was actually demonstrating earlier that I was subdividing some of these saplings. Like some of these saplings look like they're more than one plant, and I get a knife and I divide it. But I let it root first before I do that so I can gain some strength. Look at that. Look at all these babies. Whoa, that's really a lot. you really don't notice it until you lift it up and see. Yeah, I'm gonna trim off this dead one. Cut it off. Lots of babies. Whenever leaves turn yellow or brown, I get rid of them because it actually makes the plant look nicer when all you see is green. Take off anything that looks kind of yellowy. Okay, so this is our, and somebody asked about cactus, so that's cactus in the background. I can't really bring it over because it's stuck to the windowsill, but I'll just try to move the camera so you can see it. We have a planter there. So this is a planter. It's kind of like a little mini greenhouse. The glare is really bright. See better. It's a mini greenhouse. And this was actually made by my father-in-law. And I can't show you a close-up, but there's different cacti in here. Yeah, we're not very good at planting cacti. That looks a bit better. I do like to show the background though. This is a different view that we haven't previously featured on the stream. So I wanted to try this out, the Plant4fun, because we were kind of low on our little mini plants for gift giving. So I wanted to do that and thought, why not stream it? So we've got some dirt on our table. Not too much because we used newspaper to line the table. Okay, the plants have taken over. How's it going, Luco River? Yeah. And have you started planting your chilies? It is a bit early. It's February. I guess it's so, but then you'll have a nice strong plant. Yeah. And it's good to get a head start on it. I love succulent plants. Do you have any? Yep. So our cactuses are succulents, but I can't show you a close-up because maybe I could. You know what? Let me try. Okay, we have this. Our webcam is. Let me try. It's on our chandelier. Let me try. All right. Oh, there's a rubber band here. Okay. Be careful that nothing. Let's see. Why is it? Oh, some of the wire is behind the computer. Move it carefully. Here, you can look at the money tree. Yeah, so I can show you. So this is our sideways. That's our money tree. And that's actually chili. The small one that I'm on the floor, that's actually chili, and it hasn't grown much. I think we planted this in the fall, and it's only grown 6 inches. Is probably the tallest plant down there. And we've got these two planters, these two lime green planters. So we've got, this is basil. I think that's pretty up close up. But, whoa, there. You can see the bushy stuff. This is basil. This is thyme. This curly stuff. Okay, I'm making sure you can see. Thyme. And there's oregano. And then this one, this is rosemary. Not very good at angling the camera. Rosemary. This is green onion. Just got that from the grocery store, and I plucked the roots into the soil. This is Thai basil. Yeah. Thai basil here. And this is Italian basil. This is a jade plant. Sorry, that's the jade plant. Jade plant. Okay. Those are pine trees, and that's it looks like Christmas right now. And this is our succulents. So you asked about succulents. So I don't know the names of these. I really don't. We've got, so this one here isn't doing that well. There's some brown leaves. Like when we had them as separate plants, they did better, but we've merged them into a single planter, and I think they each require different care, but we've treated them all the same, so I don't think this plant likes what we're doing. I think it thinks we're overwatering it. And there's this cactus, these spiky cactus, and these ones, they're all succulents. Yeah, they don't take a lot of water. Yeah, this is quite nice. This one. Yeah, we had some moon cactuses that were orange. They're quite pretty. They died. Both of them did. One here and one there. They died. See, the corpses are there. We also have this. I can show you. We also have this. Where should I prop this now? Maybe. It's there. It's on a chair. If you're wondering. I don't know what to do. This. What's this? I want it to. How do I get this to aim? Okay, so it is really cold here. So the Thai basil, I'll tell you, I don't know if you could. I got this cutting. I got this stem from the restaurant. they when we order, I got it from a Vietnamese restaurant. When we ordered Vietnamese noodle, we had a plate of bean sprouts and basil, and it came with a stem, and I kept it because they're gonna throw it in the garbage, and then I did an angle cut. Yeah, I don't know. I did an angle cut to expose the stem system. I just put it in water, and after a week and a half, it will root. They don't always root. It depends on how strong the plant is, but it'll root, and then I'll put it in the planter. But yeah, so if you don't have a nursery selling Thai basil, see if you can get it from the restaurant. Yeah. Okay, and this is our orchid. Orchid doesn't grow in soil. There's like some dust there. I think it grows on other plants. So let me get another newspaper before I demonstrate this part. 1 second. Okay, I'm just right behind here. So these are like these little, it's like so, the glare, it's really, really bad. I wonder if that makes it worse. I don't know how to improve it. Okay, maybe, okay. You'll have to bear with me. So it doesn't grow in soil. These are these little wood chips. I think it grows on, hey Mookie, how's it going? Orchids are super popular. Mookie, okay, there's an orchid garden. In Asia. In Singapore, sorry. Yeah. And so it doesn't take a lot of water. It's supposed to be moist. And we actually don't pour water on it. We spray water on the roots. So these are just more wood chips. I've seen some instructions saying to soak the roots in water for 15 minutes and like once a week, and that's it. So yeah, so what's going to happen is that this branch it only took 2 weeks to grow that long, but after it starts to flower, the flowers don't last very long, then we have to cut the branch all the way to the bottom. So what I'm holding on to are old branches, like the nubs or the stumps of old branches. I wonder if we're going to get another one growing. Looks like we just have one, this long one that's going to flower, and that's it. So I'm going to check for any dead roots. If I see any dead roots, I'll just cut them. But they actually look okay. Nothing looks like it's rotting. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put this back in and sprinkle these chips in. I'm going to be yep. Okay. I can't keep my banana tree alive and well. Oh, what country are you tuning in from, Mookie? I know I asked you this in the past, but my memory is a little bit off these days. Yeah, banana tree. You must be tuning in from a really warm place. Are you in Philippines? I don't want to get it wrong, so I better not guess wrong. Is that Metro paper? It is. This is our, I can show you after I'm done. This is our paper for the city of Markham, Toronto. It comes for free. Not Toronto, Markham, Ontario, which is a city north of Toronto. It comes for free every Thursday. We're in Halifax. Okay, I'm surprised you're growing banana tree. Yeah, I didn't know we can grow banana tree in Canada. Kent0456, just above you, lived in Costa Rica before moving to Singapore, and they grow a lot of banana trees in the wild. And I'm just gonna, I like using newspaper, and then I could just, I know I'm blocking myself. Pour the rest of the residue back in there. Okay. It's indoors. Ah, wow. 7 years. Well, what year are you in right now? Yeah. I was told that banana trees, they die and then they regrow. So after the plant bears fruit, it's gonna die and then a new plant grows. Yeah. It's tough. It's very tough in Canada to grow. So I did a close-up of our herbs. They're doing okay. Our basil, our Italian basil is doing really well. Our thyme is doing well. Our oregano is doing pretty well. Chili peppers, they're growing, but there's no fruit. They're not flowering. They're just leaves. And we've had that experience too when last summer when they were outdoors. They just didn't bear fruit. Yeah, okay. So this is our orchid. And I used to water it, but you have to really be careful not to overwater. So I've just resorted to spraying the roots. And that seems to, and I spray it daily because like they turn dry. They turn dry like pretty quick. And that's it. Sometimes we get like some white filmy growth and we have to wipe those because that's disease if we get that on the orchid. So this was only purchased last year and now we have this new root growing. I previously cut 2 stems off after the flowers died. I cut them all the way to the bottom and this new stem grew. Yeah, it didn't take long to grow. I think this stem took maybe a month to grow. It started as a little nub. It took a while when it was just starting to grow, and then after it reached a certain point, like maybe 3 inches, it just started growing quickly. Yeah, so while I have this cloth out, I'm going to wipe some of these cups. Usually there's new, banana tree branches growing. Yeah. I give these away. Yeah, I give these little plants away. Yeah. They can only survive so long on the mother plant. Although they can survive for a long time, but they really want to become independent, I feel. So I transplant them and I give them away to people. And it's nice. It's a nice thing. I find a lot of people don't have a lot of greens. We do. Have I ever gotten a plant from someone before? I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Just wiping them down. Then we'll do a little mukbang if you're still around. It's 11 o'clock. We're taking Winston, our dog, to a dog social at 12. Yeah, he's been cooped up. Yeah, here in the winter. Not getting enough exercise. Yeah. I have breakfast on the other side of the computer. It's cold by now. Mr. Cook for Fun made it. So I'll have a mukbang and chat with you. Mukbang is Korean for social eating. The idea of social eating or streaming while eating became popular. I know, that's right, for Winston. By the way, if any of you have dogs, this year is the year of the dog according to the Chinese zodiac. And yeah, it's the first year of the dog that Winston is experiencing. The next one will be 12 years from now. So yeah, it's his year. And I bought him a Chinese outfit. I'll show it to him. I will try to get him on him, but I don't know. He's sort of sleeping, and yeah, we'll see. My mom got jealous when I showed her that. She said, "Why didn't you buy me one?" She's just kidding, but kind of not. That's funny. That she would react and ask, "Why didn't we buy her one?" Because we bought one for the dog. Big year for Winnie. Yeah. Okay, we'll try. I'll see if he'll get it on. It's a bit cluttery here because we've got the spider tree right here in the way. Okay, let's get this on Winnie. Hey, Winnie. What's up? Oh, don't bite me. Okay. He saw me coming, so. So he'll be wearing this later. So this is his Lunar New Year outfit. I'll put my appendages through so that you can see how it's supposed to look like on him. It's a bit big, but I was afraid that it would be small, so I got him. So this is his outfit, and his paws go through here. Yeah. And I picked these colors too because it could also be used like for Christmas too. It's like red, and it kind of looks like Santa Claus in a way. So it's got dual function. It's big. Like Winston isn't this big, but it's okay. Bigger is better. And we can layer it. Yeah, but it's too cold to take him outside. Otherwise, people would have fun looking at him and take his picture because he's so cute. Right, Winston? You're so cute. Can I get this on you? Will you let me put it on you, hon? Yeah, I'm gonna let me put this on you and run away. And run away? You're not gonna run away. Yeah. Oh, you're such a good boy. Put this on you. You're such a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. You don't mind this so much. It doesn't bother you. Okay. Can I lift you up? You get mad at me. Okay. All right. resting on him. I don't have a lot of space for you to... let me All right, well, have a good day, Mookie. I'm gonna button this up on you. Okay. I can't get it. I don't have enough space to work with. Ah, he's not gonna like that. Okay, we're just gonna button this up. Hey, you took your arm out. You're such a good boy. You don't like your other sweater, but this one isn't that hard to get on you. Good boy. Yeah. You're gonna go to the dog social and meet some friends. Yeah, okay. Look at those wonderful people. They're all looking at you right now. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. No, don't look at me. Okay. We knocked over a plant. You've got a dirty foot now. Okay. So it's kind of oversized, but it's still cute, right? You're always cute. Okay, let's get him off here. You're so confused. I'll get this dress off you, this outfit off you. Okay. Okay, give me the paw. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh. He stepped on the curtain with his paw. Okay. All right, so let's fix this. And that's dirty. That is dirty. Okay, I'll move this. Okay, I'm just going to wipe up that table and we'll have a little quick mukbang. That wasn't so bad. Okay. What are you waiting for now, Winston? I think he knows we stream. I think he kind of knows because I'm talking. So he knows I'm talking to someone. All right. And my mukbang. So Mr. Cook for Fun made me a sandwich, a breakfast sandwich with egg, bacon, tomato, and melted cheddar cheese. And yep, we're going to be concluding our stream shortly. I'm just going to enjoy this breakfast. Can have some nice plants in the front. Oh, it's not even showing. I think our camera, it's not showing. Yeah. Oh, my head's cut off. It's so green in the screen. Yep. So is anyone going to watch the Super Bowl? We probably won't watch it. We don't have cable, and I'll watch the halftime show like tomorrow once it's on YouTube. And it's a big year because Justin Timberlake was performing. And he performed 10 years ago with Janet Jackson, and there was a wardrobe malfunction, so the topic has come up again. And people are wondering if Janet will perform, but I think she's not allowed to. Yeah, and then people are starting a hashtag Justice for Janet because she's banned from performing, but he's not, and he was part of that wardrobe malfunction too. Yeah. This side's got some yolk oozing. Might switch sides. I've never had a proper mukbang. I've always only sampled food. So I'm trying it out. Today's stream is much shorter since it didn't take long to plant. You're hungry now. I'll be exercising myself for dinner. Okay, what kind of sandwich are you making? And what are some foods that you cook in Sweden? We've made Swedish meatballs before, and those were good. We made it in a cream sauce because we've tried it. It's quite popular and common to eat it with a tomato sauce, but we tried it with cream sauce. It was really, really good. Sourdough bread with melted cheese. Melted cheese is always good. And sourdough bread is nice. Yeah, this is a rye bread right now. Have you had popia? No, I haven't. Chinese burrito. I haven't had that. So tell me more about it. What is the wrapper made out of? And what are the ingredients inside popia? I haven't had it. Yeah. Good memory. That sounds good. Pickled herring. I was watching a TV show featuring food in Israel, and they eat herring sandwich too, and it's supposed to be really, really good. I don't think I've eaten herring before, but I do love fish, and I should practice cooking with more fish because I'm not so experienced with it. I just follow the directions, but I don't really understand the technique. Yeah, and I'm quite intimidated about fish bones, and I'm not very quick when I work with the raw, like the fish skin and the scales. But fish is so healthy and like really, really, really healthy. So I should get more practice with working with it. Yeah. My parents cook fish often. Yeah. You don't eat it that much. Ah, okay. Well, it sounds like it's for the holidays. Yeah. But if it's pickled, I don't. I've not experienced either with pickling meat. Yeah, we've made pickles on the show before, because it's different. Like meat, I feel like you should eat it soon after you cook it. So I'm not used to the idea of preserving meat. But I eat a lot of preserved meats, like salted beef and salted fish. Smorgas. Oh, okay. Oh, is that how the word smorgasbord came? Okay, there's a popular term, smorgasbord, which means an assortment. Okay, so that's a sandwich, a smorgasbord, a smorgas. Okay. I usually sit up straight, but then my head is chopped up. So. It's pretty funny eating on stream. But I think the background's pretty nice, like all the plants. You can see a lot of plants in front of you. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but today's stream is much shorter. What else is in Popia? And for the pickled herring, is it very acidic? Yeah. And is it pickled with a lot of herbs and spices? Oh, okay. S'more means butter. Board means okay. Ah. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's a good example. Maybe I will look into making having a smorgasbord stream, because people in North America use that word smorgasbord, but they don't use it to mean like sandwiches. They use it to mean an assortment of, yeah, a table food of goodies. Okay. But I don't think people actually knows that it's a Swedish word. So I should try to make a classic smorgasbord to demonstrate what actually is on a smorgasbord. Yeah. The herring is pickled in vinegar and herbs. Interesting. Yeah. I can probably find it in a grocery store if I just search around here. Yeah, but I'm not very familiar with pickled meats, just salted meats. So I should try that. I like pickles. I like the taste of the vinegar, the spices, and it goes well with like bread or rice. Yeah, I quite enjoy the pickles that we made a while ago, the spicy pickles. Just to have a little piece with your food, it's very nice. So the fishes would be a good idea, because that means it could last longer if it's pickled. I don't like leftover fish. Like I'll eat it, but it's not the same as when fish is fresh. When you pack it up, it just doesn't look quite as good. I'll still eat it, but the feeling is different. So being able to pickle fish might change that. Okay, so the papoa has turnip, shrimp, bean paste, chicken or pork, eggs, lettuce, cucumber. Interesting. Okay. The turnip, shrimp, bean paste. I haven't had bean paste as a spread. I've had bean paste mixed into other foods like stir fry or noodles. So as a spread on the burrito. The bean paste is very strong. It's fermented beans, so the taste is strong. Cut bowler, okay. Meatball, traditionally made with elk meat. Ah, okay. Is that Swedish meatball? Okay, the bean paste is inside the burrito. Okay. Eggs. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll look that up. And what kind of skin or wrapper is used? Is it the same or is it like a Chinese one? Okay, so it's papoa. I'll make sure to look that up. And I'll look into the smorgasbord and also the pickled herring. If I had my cell phone with me, I gave it to Mr. Cook4Fun to help fix my Nightbot. He needed the password from the Authy app. I would look it up and then I could talk about it. My rhubarb page. Okay. Apparently rhubarb grows quite well in Canada in our summer. Okay, rhubarb pie. Okay. I have a friend who grows rhubarb. Well, page is pie. Okay. Smorgasbord sounds fun. Can I put the Chinese burrito on the smorgasbord? I'll look at pictures. I can't wait. Yeah, the pickled herring. I wonder if I can make it myself. I'd be scared to. I wouldn't want the meat to go bad on me. Ilokara, can you speak Swedish? Or you had to learn that when you moved to Sweden? Oh, I actually read spelled. I don't know why. I think it has to do with the other words, and I didn't even notice there was a typo. I find that people in Europe know a lot of languages, and it's very impressive. Yeah. So how is your packing, Kent0456? Are you excited about the new apartment and being closer to work? Do you walk to work or do you take transit? Well, that's good. Okay. That's good. It's a big day tomorrow. And it's a weekday too. Do you have to go to work or did you take the day off? Okay. Oh, that's neat. You're not afraid of learning languages. That's good. It's definitely a really good skill to have, to be able to converse with people in their native language. It really helps you open doors, like meet friends, look for a job, find opportunity. The subway's 25 minutes. Oh, it's an hour right now. Okay, yeah, that's long, an hour. Per each way, so that's 2 hours out of your day, and plus it's rush hour and it's just stressful. There's just a lot of people everywhere and you can't relax during your ride. Like it's just really, really busy. My main language is actually English, even though my first is German. Okay, so do you So do you use English daily, like for work and when you talk to people? Yeah, that's so neat. Yeah. And I was told that there are some similarities between English and German. Yeah, but I don't know German. Yeah. Internet, TV shows, gaming, all English. I had a friend who likes watching Korean dramas, and she had a crush on this actor who was Korean, and so she went to Korean school, like Korean classes, and she visits Korea when she can. Yeah. So media and entertainment definitely have an influence over the ability to learn a language. Yeah, it's all in English. Yeah. Meanwhile, if you're in North America, North Americans typically don't have a second language. Like some of us do, like I have Chinese and like other people have other languages in their background. But I think outside of North America, they tend to know more languages. And K-dramas are amazing. I've actually never seen one. I watched a couple of Korean movies. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, Sassy Girl was remade in English, but I haven't seen the English version. But it's a cute movie. And I had roommates that watched Korean dramas. Yeah, but I haven't followed. But I think I want to try watching one, but would have to watch one with English subtitles. They all stem from Indo-European language tree, and English, Swedish, and German loan a lot of words from each other. Oh, okay. Hey, Game Fist. Welcome to Cook for Fun TV. I know I just kept talking and I realized you're a new viewer. And please let us know what country you're tuning in from. And the flags to our right and left represent countries that viewers have tuned in from since our channel started in December 2016. You're joined by, so I'm streaming from Canada. Elo Kara is in Sweden. Dobla Dove is in Germany. And Kent0456 is in Singapore. There's probably more of you, but this is what I see in the thread right now. Yeah. I think it's a bit sad that English speakers often don't bother learning at least one other language. It activates a whole new area of the brain. It is sad. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Even in Canada, French and English are official languages, and in northern Canada, close to North Pole, there are some native languages too that are commonly used. I think they're also official languages in those provinces, but most people, a lot of people don't know French. Like I had to learn it until grade 9, but I can't function in French. I just have very little knowledge of it. I can actually sing the national anthem in French. I don't know what the meaning is, but I can actually sing it. And I actually sang it to someone who's francophone who didn't understand me. So I guess my pronunciation wasn't very good. Yeah. It is sad. My husband speaks English only, and he knows that I can speak Chinese, and he says he wished that he knew another language. It does open another area of the brain, and just it opens up life. The English knife actually comes from pre-Swedish word knife. Okay. Oh, wow. You know a lot about languages. And I guess you pick it up when you learn other languages to cross-reference against each other. Finally home. Hey, Luca. Oh, welcome home. You tried Spanish. Okay. I find that Spanish is quite common in the US. Like some signs have English and Spanish too. A lot of the yellow signs for when the floor is wet, like there are these, I don't know how you call them, tense signs. They have like caution in Spanish too written on it. You may be noticing that I'm a huge language nerd and like to spread all the knowledge that I learned while learning Swedish. That's great. Yeah, which reminds me that I do want to brush up on my Chinese. My parents are Southern Chinese, so the language they speak is Cantonese, but the rest of China speaks Mandarin Chinese. And Mandarin is becoming a more popular language to learn in the world because of the growth of China and all the international relations and export. And yeah, it's supposed to be becoming more popular to take Chinese classes. There's a lot of language lessons on YouTube too. I should totally just watch them. Don't have to read. Love Spanish. Want to learn that properly, but I would need to live where it's spoken because it's not as prevalent in daily life as English. When you live in the place where the locals speak the local language, you definitely learn quickly. I lived in Beijing for 4 months and I had to use Mandarin every day. It was fun. And I find that the locals, they smile when they hear the accent because they know I'm trying and they know I'm here to learn. So it also opens up, like, it also extends friendship, as well. Yeah. Okay. So what is your native language, Double Dove? You live here. Okay, in Germany. Especially since Germans don't like to speak another language than German, even though everyone has to learn English in school. Yeah. Well, there's a sense of patriotism, and that makes sense. Yeah. There's a francophone province in Canada called Quebec, and people there pretty much speak French, and they like to speak French. Yeah. They do learn English, but they maintain French as their local language. I visited Quebec City and I spoke a little bit of French, and people looked at me because they heard my accent. But it's okay. And I tried using French again to ask for directions, and I was talking to someone at a tourist attraction at an information booth, and the person replied in French, and that was hard because he spoke so quickly. But yeah, it's pretty neat that in the same country we've got different languages. My native language is Spanish, and I was surprised to meet about 4 Germans that speak Spanish. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, okay. And so you speak English and Spanish. Okay. And how long have you lived in Germany? So there's a lot of I guess, expatriates here. Kent0456 is from Italy, then moved to Costa Rica, then moved to Singapore. Ilkara from Germany to Sweden, and Dobledov moved to Germany from somewhere too. I like to be very good in English as well and keep learning all the time, but with Swedish, I'm less perfectionist. I can make myself understood. That's fine by me. When I was living in Hong Kong, I lived there for 5.5 years. I got by with my Cantonese, and I worked in English. So I typed email in English, and all the documents were in English, but I spoke Cantonese with my colleagues, and I spoke Cantonese when I went out, like to the restaurant or to shop. But it's such a major international city that I got by with English. And it's too bad that I wasn't really forced to brush up on my Chinese as much. In China, definitely, I can only use Chinese. Like, I can only use Mandarin Chinese. I couldn't use English, really. Yeah. So that was good. Oh, okay. 6 months. Wow. So you're quite new to Germany. Well, welcome. Wow. You're from Spain. Okay. Wow. So what brought you over to Germany? Yeah. So, well, if you learn the language, like either of you, your local language, you'll probably enjoy where you are, because you're limited to what you can communicate. Yeah. And some people you meet might not know English or the other language. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wish you both good luck with your new lives outside your home country. It's hard. You tend to meet friends who are in the same situation as you, also from other places. Then you gradually get to make friends with locals. Volksschule. Okay. Is that where the word Volkswagen comes from? Volksschule. We drive a Volkswagen. We drive a Golf. I'm getting a lot of language lessons here because I learned the words smorgasbord and pie, and Volksschule looks like the Volks part looks maybe German or something. In school, I think that's same as school, because when I was studying at university, some people would change the spelling school, SCHOOL, to SCHULE. And I thought that was just to be different, but now I know it's probably the same thing, but in German. German is really hard, even for Germans. At least everyone loves the Spanish accent. So, yeah, I understand. English is actually pretty hard, too. There's a lot of words. Chinese is really, really hard too. Sometimes I try to teach my husband a bit of Chinese, and I'll explain that certain Chinese words are just a combination of two smaller words, so that you don't have to remember as much. Like, I need to give an example. It'll come to me. Yeah. So an avocado in Chinese is butter fruit because it's very buttery. It's just called butter fruit. So you don't have to learn a new word for avocado. You just have to learn to put butter and fruit together. That's an example. There's more of that in Chinese. Whereas in English, you have to remember the separate words. But Chinese is also very hard for different reasons too. Because you can't sound out the words, you have to remember each character. So Volk means population. Okay. Oh, so Volkswagen is like a pop. It means like popular car, maybe. So my husband named the car Wanda because Wanda's a German name, and he likes to give the car a name, so he calls it Wanda. In Swedish equals folk. Ah, okay, got it. Folk, okay. Volkswagen means people's car, I think. Okay. Hey, Death Eater. Good to see you. Death Eater's from North Carolina. Hey, OMG Pete. We can see this is Plant4fun today. We transplanted 19 plants and a little bit of a mukbang because I'm eating breakfast that Mr. Cook for Fun made, which is a breakfast sandwich with egg, bacon, tomato, and cheese. I thought I took out mushroom. I guess that didn't make it onto the pan. Slug bug. Hey. Speaking of slug, I've been putting snail cream on my face, and it's great. Hi, OMGP. Thank you for the follow. Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, it is. Yeah, we're actually not going to watch it live. I'll probably watch the halftime show on YouTube afterwards. People are talking about it because Justin Timberlake is performing again. And 10 years ago, he and Janet Jackson were involved in a wardrobe malfunction. So that topic of the wardrobe malfunction is coming up again because Justin Timberlake is performing. But it's not as big of a deal to me as last year. Last year it was Lady Gaga performing. So I prefer certain performers over others. Yeah, I don't think I can learn Asian languages. That might be out of my league. Some Japanese kanji are the most I can learn. I think you can. It's actually not that bad. Once you start and then you build your vocabulary, it's not that bad. Apparently, well, if you're learning it part-time, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. I guess for any language, you have to be immersed in that society. So for example, when I first moved to Beijing, oh, thank you so much for the follow, Nutzel Troep, and let us know what country you're tuning in from. Yeah, more viewers are tuning in now at 11:30. I wonder if this is prime time. Yeah. When I first moved, I stayed with a friend who is Italian, and while he was in China, people don't speak Italian. He was practicing his English with other international students, and he was practicing his Mandarin Chinese, and he's really good at it. We once took a trip to a nearby city called Chengda, which used to be the old summer palace, and the taxi driver, because I'm ethnically Chinese, but he would be giving the instructions because he's more fluent in Mandarin than I am. And she would just, the taxi driver, she's really cute. She's like, I keep looking at you, like as in me, because she's expecting me to be the one to explain the address and directions in Chinese, but my friend is. And then he has an Italian accent with his Chinese, so it's also interesting too. Yeah, but he's very good. I think you can learn, yeah. I think it's a skill in general, languages. So with the Chinese, the characters are made up of radicals on the sides, the top, and the bottom. And certain words related to, say, water, all have a common mark at the bottom called the 3 water marks. And you know that that word has something to do with water. It could be fish. It could be some plant in the water. I don't know, water lily or something. You're going to be asleep for the Super Bowl. Malfunction, right? Yup. there's a hashtag going around called Justice for Janet because apparently she's banned from the Super Bowl, but Justin isn't. So people are suggesting it's because she's a woman or she's a woman of color. Yeah, so I'll see how that unfolds. I like the sound of Korean, but the pronunciation is so different for me. Oh, you said you watched Korean dramas. So when you watch Korean dramas, are they subtitled in Spanish or English? Yeah. Yeah. So tell us about while you were in Hong Kong. While I was in Hong Kong, I developed a love for sports that I didn't previously know I had. Toronto, or this area that I'm in right now, is as flat as a pancake. And Hong Kong is on a peninsula surrounded by mountains and beaches and water. And I joined this, so I would regularly attend these events that are hosted for international, like foreigners, I guess expats, and a lot of them are surrounded with drinking activities, not activities, there'd be events and they would always be held at a bar and you get free drinks and you just drink all the time and you're always getting drunk. And I met a friend and that person told me that he's been doing some indoor rock climbing. So I asked about it. Then he told me to join this meetup group called Project X Team on meetup.com. So I went to their event. It was actually, they have a lots of sports events. They're all related to sports or some social activities for them, but mainly sports. And I went to rock climbing. Then I met more people there, and I started going weekly. I was rock climbing, doing indoor rock climbing weekly because it's really affordable. I would pay around $3.50 Canadian. That's around $3 US, and I could borrow their harness, and that's really inexpensive. And I can do that after work once a week, and then when you meet people who are into that, you learn about other activities that are similar. So I met a girl who would go to another sports club, other events for another sports club. Then I was rock climbing indoors twice a week, and I wasn't good at it or anything, but I just enjoyed it. I liked the social atmosphere, and I liked getting some exercise. And sometimes I would only do 2 climbs or 3 climbs and that's it, but I would be tired. And then people told me about other activities like scuba diving. There's this girl who said she signed up for the free scuba diving intro, and I asked her how it was, and she said it's amazing. She said she wished she had signed up and started scuba diving earlier. And so I got into that, and I started taking scuba dive trips to the Philippines and Malaysia. And I got to know the group regularly, and I would go hiking with them, and I got invited to join in a team to participate in an adventure race hosted by a company called Outward Bound. Outward Bound is an international outdoor education company, and they have a branch in Hong Kong, and I joined that. It was so much fun. I wonder if I can find the video. I can post it sometime where you can see us running and stuff like that. And I can't believe I did all that stuff. And I got into this sport called slacklining. The organizer of the Project X team posted on the calendar. There was a picture of somebody walking on a line, almost like tightrope walking. And I was so amazed because when I was younger, I had this childhood dream of becoming a gymnast, but you have to be good. And you have to be good when you're young. Otherwise, you get all stiff, you're no longer flexible, and you can't develop further. I mean, that's probably not true, but it's just very, very hard to become good at that sport when you're older. And I thought this is so amazing because it reminds me of gymnastics. It reminds me of my childhood dream. And so I thought I'm going to try this slacklining thing. And I got so committed to it and dedicated that I was practicing a lot. And I eventually became the slacklining organizer, and I was organizing slacklining events once a week. Yeah, and I even appeared in the newspaper in Hong Kong for slacklining because it was a new sport. And in 2015, in Madonna's halftime show, she did some slacklining in it, and so I was contacted by the newspaper because I was connected to like that meetup event, and so like I did a lot of slacklining. So I did a lot of sports. And I traveled a lot as well because Hong Kong is a major airport hub, and you can go places like quickly, and it's not too expensive because nothing is really far. So yeah, I had a really nice singles life in Hong Kong. And then I think culturally I still felt very Canadian, and I missed Canada a lot. And there's more work-life balance in Canada. When I was working in Hong Kong, my contract was 9 to 6 p.m., but at 6 p.m., people don't leave the office. They stick around and wait for their boss to leave before they leave, because it's sort of like you have to show that you're working hard, like so hard that you are willing to give up your own personal time. That's just the way it is. You're not supposed to leave, even though your contract says that you work only until 6. And even my boss told me that I should finish the work that's in my in tray before I go home. Like, I shouldn't leave with pending tasks or anything that I can actually work on. So, yeah. And there's no daylight savings in Hong Kong, so it's always pitch black dark at 6. Like, I don't see daylight after work, so it just feels different. And so I'm always working until 7 or some. I've even worked until 10 p.m. at times, and like I was always tired too, because sometimes I suffer from insomnia. I don't sleep well, and I've always had this problem since I was a kid. And also it's hard to get a pay raise in Hong Kong. Yeah, so I decided I had a good experience in Hong Kong, and came back to Canada, and I met Mr. Plant4fun. We got married, and we're really happy. Okay, we'll see you later, Ilo Kara. Thanks so much, and I'll tell Winston that that you send your regards to him. I forgot what I claimed on TV because I fell behind in the chat. How do you write words that represent completely new concepts? Oh, I don't know, but people create new words. Yes. I'll ask my parents that. True. But it's just like in the English language too. Somebody creates a new word. Like selfie. It just became a word. I don't know if it's in the dictionary, selfie, but it's now a word. Okay, I'll see you later, Agilo Kara. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your dinner. And thanks for all your cooking knowledge. Yeah, of Swedish dishes. I'll look those up. I mostly watch Korean movies. If you can make Jajangmyeon in oh, okay. Castaway in the I've tried jajangmyeon. It's like a black bean sauce, a noodle sauce. So people in Beijing say that it's actually from Beijing and it got exported over to Korea, but I'm not sure about that fact. Because when I was in Beijing and I had jajangmyeon, some people said that it was actually a Beijingese dish, but we'll see. I totally feel like a tuna melt right now. Asian work life, that's true. It's hard, especially if you're coming from Costa Rica, where it's a more balanced lifestyle there. Yeah. It's almost 12. Time to get Winston ready for his dog social. I'm looking around because I brought Winston on camera and he was wearing a Lunar New Year's outfit. I ordered it from AliExpress in China. Yeah. It's the year of the dog. Last bite. We have some cooking ideas. Jajangmyeon. Yeah. I want to look up smorgasbord too and pickled herring. Yeah, I know that our viewer from Belgium requested an Afghanis and an Afghani rice. And fish and chips too. Let's get Winston. What am I gonna do when you live your game? You don't like that. You're so cute. You're so cute. Okay, we're gonna lift the leg up. Don't get mad at me, please. All right, I got Winston. He's wearing. Okay, he's gonna sit here. He's wearing a Chinese. It's not buttoned on properly. He's kind of. Okay, I don't want him to struggle too much. Yeah, so this is like a festive. It's the year of the dog. Yeah, so he's gonna give good luck to everyone who rubs him. I'm gonna make him wear this at the dog social. I told the it's at a dog boarding place called Dog Village. I told them that it's the year of the dog, so I bought him this outfit, and he can bless everyone, because he is such a VIP this year, right, Winston? You need a bath soon. All right. Okay, you don't like. Okay, you're gonna go down now. Okay. Okay. So, Winston wanted to say, I wanted to wish you all a wonderful weekend and week ahead, and thank our supporters today. Thank you for the donation, and new followers. Yeah, that's from Double Dove. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you to the new followers and the returning viewers for supporting Cook for Fun TV. And you all have yourself a wonderful day. Bye for now. Here, you can look at Winston. Hi. What's that? It's not food. Hi. You're so cute. Kind of looks like Santa Claus. So I bought this outfit thinking that he could use it for Christmas and Lunar New Year. What is is it? What is it? Have a great day. Bye. See you next time.